This was my favorite place to go.
Down the Cape.
Along the banks of the Charles.
Right here on Hampton Beach.
I used to go every day.
A whole month at my friend's Narragansett Beach House.
And all summer long.
In my parents' backyard.
The pool. All the time.
And this is where I was exposed.
This is where I would lay out.
This is where I would go 3 times a week.
And here.
This is where I used to tan year-round.
And here?
Here.
Here.
And here
is where the melanoma first appeared.
Here is where my melanoma first appeared. Doctor said that I had a 50% chance of living 5 years. That's pretty scary to hear, you know.
And the doctor, he said, I'm really sorry to have to tell you this when you're here alone, but you have melanoma.
When I heard the word melanoma, I thought...
Shocked. I was sick to my stomach.
I think the room went silent.
My next thought was, oh my God, how bad is this?
I was just in full-blown hysterics.
Andy was crying, we were crying.
I was scared.
Really scared.
I was only 19.
21.
20.
I'm 16 years old and I have melanoma.
My biggest fear that whole morning after I'd heard the news was then having to deliver the news to my mom and the rest of my family.
Of course, any parent's fear. They want to be able to watch their kid grow up.
He lost his battle on August 4th, 2009, age 27.
I just felt horribly guilty saying something that I've done for the last year has brought this on and now we all have to deal with it. That was the beginning of a very long, long road.
Everything started with 3 major surgeries.
The surgeries were petrifying.
Took out a big chunk of skin around where the melanoma was located.
This long, stitches like this, inside and out.
These drainage tubes coming out of my incisions.
It had spread from his pancreas to his liver.
It felt like I had the flu for 12 months. It was not fun.
No tan is worth going through what you have to go through when you're diagnosed with melanoma.
Did I intentionally seek out tanning? Yeah.
When I was 17, I desperately wanted to have a tan and started using tanning booths.
I started tanning in freshman year of high school for the prom and winter ball, and by the time I was a junior, I was going 3 to 4 times a week.
I am very light skinned, I have light hair and light eyes, and I just loved the way that looked against a nice little golden brown tan. It was stupid. I knew better. I knew better.
I wouldn't say I was ever really out in the sun intentionally, but just outside a lot. Playing golf, sailing, surfing, you know, a ton of exposure to my arms and back of my neck.
I was willing to put my body through whatever it would take to get that glowing tan that I wanted.
I'm Italian. I've never burned. I can't get melanoma.
I just thought that melanoma was an old person's disease.
I thought that tanning myself was a much better alternative to getting the blistering burns that I used to get in my younger teen years.
There is no such thing as a safe tan indoors or outdoors.
Well, now that I've had melanoma, I know I'm at a greater risk to get it again. You know, it's not a cancer that you can have, get over it, and not think about it. It's something that I have to think about on a daily basis.
I worry and do things that none of my friends have to worry or think about.
I'm constantly fearful of getting another melanoma or melanoma coming back.
It's not just a little something, it's a big something.
Protecting yourself from melanoma is easy.
You're never gonna keep people out of the sun.
Wearing a hat, bringing an umbrella.
Once I go in the water, I reapply sunscreen. I try to stay out of the sun in the peak of the day.
And seeing a dermatologist once a year to get a regular skin check.
Early detection is extremely important. It's what saved my life.
So doing all the little things along the way really is what can make a difference.
Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and the bottom line is that it's beautiful the way it is. Don't take it for granted. Your skin is in.
So take the pledge.
Take the pledge.
Take the pledge.
Now.
At mfne.org.